How many of you know that your spouse is going to drive you crazy? Do you know that? What happened was there was something in our marriage that really had never gotten resolved and forgiven. And so when Grace and I would have arguments, that issue would come up because I would bring it up. But it happened many decades prior. As we would get in these arguments, I would become an archaeologist. So I would dig up the past, and then that would harm our relationship and it would hurt Grace. And then I would feel bad because ultimately I hadn't resolved this issue in my heart with the Lord and with my wife, and so it would come back. The Bible talks about another way to deal with these issues, to dig up the root of bitterness, right? So you can use the shovel to be the archaeologist and dig up all of the past, or you can be the one who uses the shovel to dig up the root of bitterness. Because what I was doing, I was chopping off the top of bitterness, but I wasn't getting to the root. So it would take a little while and then it would grow back. And I thought, Lord, I keep doing this. I do love my wife. And so ultimately I went for a drive and I was praying and I was like, Lord, we got to figure this out. I got to figure this out. And the Lord brought me to Hebrews. He said the shovel to dig up the root of bitterness is forgiveness. So I went and I bought this little shovel for Grace. And I put in it a receipt. Here's what I wrote. Grace Driscoll's past debt is paid in full, and the past will no longer be dug up. Amen. Okay, and I gave it to Grace.